My career has been a complete learning lesson. It's something for me to take into the next phase and just realize now I'm an experienced vet in a young body. Up until this point, I've had a lot of potential, but I have yet to realize it.
Well, Kevin Lee gave up a promising wrestling career to pursue MMA full-time, and if the results are any indication so far, he made the right decision.
There's been a lot of ups and downs in my career. I've got a lot of fights in the UFC. At the beginning, I'm a freshman going up and up and up, just starting the climb.
Not even in his peak yet, but shows all these signs of greatness.
Coach Follis was a large part of my success.
Hands up, little bit of motion. Let's get those feet moving, Kev. There it is.
Switch to the short, Joe.
There is a new UFC lightweight contender, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Kevin Lee.
The Tony Ferguson fight was my first title fight.
All right, gentlemen.
All these lights and that pressure just kind of boiled up inside of me.
Beautiful scramble here. Tony is sliding that right knee up high. He is in trouble. He's got the arm on the outside, but he's gonna pull the head.
There's the tap. Tony Ferguson has done it. Tony Ferguson is the UFC interim lightweight champion of the world.
That was the start of the ups and downs. The end of 2017, going into 2018 was definitely one of the lowest points. Losing the fight to Tony Ferguson, losing the title, all those opportunities, and then losing my coach right after.
Robert Follis has been a stabilizing force for Kevin Lee.
When Robert Follis died, he was left without a real head coach. It was a devastating loss for him.
Him committing suicide made me question a lot of things. And it kind of reinforced a lot of things for me too. It reinforced my heart and my will and my desire to go on. It took a big toll on my career, and that kind of showed through. I was able to bounce back and have some highlights.
Kevin Lee wants to resume his rise to the top of the mountain.
But it wasn't the end of the ups and downs.
Oh, Kevin Lee is busted up.
The now welterweight Kevin Lee. It's a top 5 contender.
That's very tight.
Kevin Lee taps.
Wow.
Rafael Dos Anjos submits Kevin Lee.
I had the highlight of my career after that against Gregor Gillespie.
Yeah. Oh! That's it.
Kevin Lee with the ultimate highlight tonight.
I'm just trying to ride the momentum of knocking him out. I'm offered the fight against Charles, and I think I underestimated him a lot.
Straight away, Charles coming in with the unorthodox strikes. Oh, gonna watch that neck. He's gonna...
Oliveira forces the tap. Charles Oliveira, the biggest win of his career. And Kevin Lee is unsure of what happens.
The fight against Charles Oliveira was a very humbling moment. I learned a lot there, but I wasn't finished with that process yet. I come back, I start training with my brother, I shoot, and my knee just pops out. I heard the sound, and I'm kind of laying on my back, and I just knew right away what was going on. 3 months after recovering from the first surgery, a freak accident. I tripped, stood up too fast. As soon as I heard the sound, I knew what happened with the next one. My second knee now, I do the MRI and they tell me that it was torn. Just nothing but frustration, just anger. I had broken up with my girlfriend at the time, so I lived alone, blew out both my ACLs, so I couldn't train either, and the rest of the world shut down. 2020.
To combine dealing with something on a mental and emotional level, and then have to deal with something on a physical level as well. I think Kevin was in a pretty dark place.
At those low points, you can almost forget what it's like to be at the high point. The practices of getting over the mental humps is realizing I'm not the high point and I'm not the low point either, that I'm somewhere in the middle of that. And then somewhere in the middle of that, I just love what I do. And I realized I want to compete, and I want to train, and I want to fight. Regardless of the outcome, I'm gonna train my best, I'm gonna do my best, and then whatever happens, happens. The journey is never over. For much of the year, I spent in rehab. Would have to get up, go to the UFC PI every day, twice a day.
Keep your eyes on this guy.
This is such a selfish sport that I forget that you need a big team around you.
Good. Bryce, shake it out.
We're trying to push the pace. I'm gonna be watching your heart rate. I'll let you know what speed I want you to hang around.
A lot of the drills and things that I run through are going back to the voices that stand out, that are positive to me.
Good stuff, man.
Thanks, brother.
Pushing yourself through these things creates that mental fortitude within yourself. Kevin's confidence was rebuilt like everybody's, and that was with time. Just getting back into the gym and seeing that they can do it again and compete at that level. So I'll step in the jab. You're gonna mitt that jab, mitt the jab, get your range first. You'll clip it. It works. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good push.
I see a sense of purpose and a drive. He has the mindset and the work ethic to be successful in the sport.
1, 2, 3, T!
Nobody wants to go through the lows. Nobody wants to go through the losses. You don't want to make the mistakes, but I needed that. I needed those to push me to the next level in life.
Get it, let's go!
Not only have I been maturing as a fighter, but I've been maturing as a man, and I feel like that's the next phase of my career. If you ask me how I feel now, I just only feel excited, truly excited. I feel like a completely different person, and I'm just excited to show the world that.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I've always seen myself as a UFC champion, and now it's time to realize it.